Man, distractions will detour your entire life. Distractions could come within your personal life. They could come from many different directions, to be honest with you guys. And as an entrepreneur, you got to deflect the distractions or you got to remove them. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, my name's Alec Fadan and I operate the Fadan organization. We are a family office and we're fully ran by a agentic system, over 500 AI bots that run and operate everything, and I'm the only human. My goal is to build this to $1 trillion evaluation. So stick with the journey. I post vlogs every single day and memos, which is one of the videos that you're watching right now. And today's memo is all about distractions. I think it's fitting that there's a storm that's about finishing up right now. There's some birds flying in the background. I had to go put my dog away because she wouldn't let me film this video. So distractions could come, and they're going to come no matter what. So you got two options: deflect or remove. I had to remove my dog from the picture because she wouldn't let me film the video. Now, as far as deflection, I think that's going to be majority of what you're going to have to do in life. Removing, you're going to do your best. My moon phase this month, my focus for this month was minimalism, and I had to remove a lot of things in my life to allow me to become the person I want to be. After the removal process, you're going to hit a ground layer where you're going to grow from. From there, it's all about deflection. You're going to get distractions from girls. You're going to get distractions from your friends, your family. I'll tell you a few perfect examples. Let's start off with your friends and your family. How many times in your upbringing did they say, like, man, you should be a financial advisor. Hey, you should sell insurance. You should be a doctor. You should go work in a fine dining restaurant. You make a lot of money there. How many times do people ever come up to you and be like, man, you should open and run $1 billion business? Hey, man, you should IPO. You should partner with some of the biggest people in the world. Nobody says that. You want to know why? Because those aren't distractions. What people say usually are distractions. Telling you to do a job that everybody does, doing something that's just normal. What type of motivation and inspiration is that? I'll tell you, when somebody would come up to me and be like, man, I hope one day I could really see you ring the bell at the New York Stock Exchange. That's inspiration. That's motivation to be something. Other than that, everything else is a distraction. I'll tell you, your friends and your family will distract you from your goals more than anybody. You want to know why? Because when you start doing things and accomplishing things that they never could, and things, especially things that they wanted to accomplish and they still never could, they're going to put their 2 cents in and they're going to distract you. Now, from girls or dating, for example, huge distraction as far as just the time consumption that it takes to date. I don't think dating's a bad thing. You got to find your person, right? But God has a fucking bigger plan. God's going to put it together right. I think the best advice I could give on that is you become the person that you need to be, and then the right person will find that. And you'll be like, wow, this is the exact person I want to be with. I feel like for a long time I've been on the search, while, also building myself. And it's just been a lot of wasted time and energy. Huge distraction to the business and huge distraction to my personal growth. I would say the reason why I want this is because I know what a girl is very powerful at. They can see your blind spots. They have intuition way better than men sometimes. And specifically why I want that is because when you're distracted as a man and you're at a business dinner and you're having a conversation with people, and maybe you could turn to that person, your wife, your girlfriend, and be like, hey, can I do business with these people? And she has the intellect and the intuition to make a decision, and you can trust her. That's what I'm looking for. A girl that sees your blind spots and is not a distraction to you and is only a person that reflects areas that you can't see for yourself. The reason I fit that in is because girls can be an extremely big distraction for you when you're growing and starting up your business. So they can either help you or extremely distract you. Distractions are going to come from new software. Distractions are going to come from new trends, stuff in the political world, environment. Distractions will come and go. You got two options: remove or deflect. If there's another option, love to hear it in the comments. If this is your first time watching one of my videos and you're liking this, I post vlogs every single day, and now I post memos every day. So subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more of these. If you like this one, please let me know, like or dislike, and then drop some comments on some things you want me to talk about. But most of these memos are just specifically what's on the top of my mind. Yesterday I was thinking about, like, man, what are all the things that distract me in life? How can I remove them? How can I deflect them in the future? When you're on your journey becoming a better version for yourself, being something that you've never been, you know, doing things that's different than most of what your family's ever accomplished, doing things that, you know, when I thought of the Fadan organization, I was specifically thinking of just like some real estate, some cool startups, cool brands. Like, in no way did I ever think that I was going to fire 50 humans and then go to 500 AI bots. Like, that was never a thought. But if I would have gotten distracted by, oh, like, AI's moving so fast, we're in ChatGPT model this, then the new model, and then a new model, then Claude came out, then all these different things, and I got distracted by all these new waves, I would never have accomplished the things that I have in the last few months. Distractions from all these different industries, distractions from all these businesses, distractions from people online. You know how many times I see founders that I look up to and I learn from, and I see their collection of Ferraris, you know, their houses in Aspen, Colorado. I see their multi-million-dollar properties that they're doing, their office buildings, and I could get this FOMO feeling. Or I could look at it and be like, man, I am so inspired, because if I just put my head down and I work for the next 5, 10 years, 10, 15 years, whatever it takes, no distractions, the sky's the limit for whatever you want to do. And I think I'll just give myself I think there's times where I've gotten distracted by outside externals, meaning like work. You know how many times that I've just kind of fell back on like a safety net in my life, and man, that's a distraction in itself, because you're getting distracted by the fact that, like, oh, if this doesn't work out, it's all right, I could just fall back to this. And like, no, that's distracting you, because you know that's in your rearview mirror. You know that safety net's there. If you completely remove that, you're removing that distraction of, like, this is not even an option anymore. The option is only to succeed. You know, I had distractions back home, you know, where I lived, because I was surrounded by family. They was pulling me to my grandparents' house to help out here at the restaurant, help out in different ways. And like, I love family, never want to give up on family. But I just watched the Odyssey, and I think it's extremely powerful to see that, like, men need to go on quests, men need to go on adventures to go find things for themselves and to do better for their family. And in the Odyssey, man, you could get distracted. Calypso, for example, was one of the largest distractions. She was a girl, and she's feeding Odysseus the lotus and distracts him from getting back home for 7 years. He ends up not getting home for 20 years. It's just crazy. And, you know, I'll leave it to this. If you get distracted, you're going to get lost. So if you don't want to get lost, you got to put your blinders on, and you got to go after the goal that you believe is best for you. Your dream, your mission, your moonshot only. So that's it, folks. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's memo. I watched today's vlog to see what else I'm doing for today. And thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.